It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball. 4 touchdown throws. It's the Bears and the Cowboys on Sunday night.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. First look at the Cowboys offense as Dak Prescott gets ready to guide them.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Now Prescott. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10. At their own 46. Fields going to get that out wide to Mooney. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The numbers for Mooney in last week's ball game. 4 catches, 72 yards.
Better tighten up the coverage if you expect to slow this guy down, because if he gets going, he'll eat you up.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he will have the Bears' 1st down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. The Bears had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Fields. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
They go back to Pollard on second down. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
Take it in at the 3. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football. Only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome. It
really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side. Because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Prescott now. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception, and that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short gain.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. On 4th down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Fields. He's going to look deep down the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Fourth down, so they send out Trenton Gill. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, Williams. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
And we all know how talented this guy is. Who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Here's Prescott. And this one is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. Well, they gave the 60-yarder a try, didn't make it, and now they're in a tough position defensively. This offense has it in midfield. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now. At their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott to throw it. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt. Give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Fields eluding the pressure right. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. 2nd down and 4. Now a give here to Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
On first down, Fields. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy is made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with it.
Algier is going backwards here. Now they come in and drop it all the way back at the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Now it's Fields. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try to make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. To throw again on second down. Prescott to the right side, and he's got more complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Again, he finds more. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing. Prescott. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it was the tight end Dalton Schultz on the touchdown reception to cap the drive. This one fielded at the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk open. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Fields on 1st down. And again back to Komet. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down at will.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Back to the air, Fields on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. To the air again, Fields. He's got it. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Here's Fields. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bears would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half, Prescott. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. The Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Things looking much rosier for them here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
That's complete to Mooney. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. Here's Fields. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Looking to throw again on second down. Fields. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Prescott now on second down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bears now ready to take over again as this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by the defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball, then limit that gain.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Fields completes this one to Pickens. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 25-yard line. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Pickens on the slant. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Fields. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A loss of 3 on a sack made by multiple defenders. And his kick is good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. Prescott on 1st down. Man open left side, it's Williams. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Prescott now. And pass complete to Moore. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll get it inside the 35. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. And it's caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Butker is on target. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Chicago offense set to get started. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On play action, Fields. He hits Mooney going across the middle. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Out to his left. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the foot.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them? Even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Algier going straight ahead. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. They're good.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Meanwhile, oh, no, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the... out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
First down, and they'll start with Algier. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. All eyes on Fields. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Now Pollard. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
All right, go get him now. Get it. Go.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Go.
The win for the Bears just around the corner. They go down to a knee. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Down to a knee. Here goes Smith, and that should all but do it. Good bounce back win. They take the knee. Can't stop the clock defensively. Tough opening week loss, but now 1-1.
Shows that they handled things really well. A lot of teams panic after a week 1 loss, and they start to think that the sky's falling. This team realizes there's a long season, and they feel very talented, and they get it done in this one.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much